All right. So today we have Sherry on, and she is one of the newest members in the AUM training program. So, Sherry, would you mind sharing who you are, where you're located, and your occupation?
Yes, my name is Sherry Kogler, and I am located in Fort Worth, Texas. And I am an insurance agent.
Awesome, awesome. And so, Sherry, how long you been in the business?
Actually, since September of last year,
Oh,
so
okay.
not very long.
Awesome, awesome. And so, what were you doing before you got into the business?
I've been in sales all my life. I was actually selling household appliances, furniture, electronics to people,
Oh, okay.
and I did that for about 10 years.
Oh, wow. And so, what specifically motivated you to get into life insurance?
Well, this is really going to blow your mind. Um, I had lost my job in April of 2020, and I was applying for different, positions, different companies, and I thought I landed a great opportunity. They had told me that I was going to have the HR package come in the mail for me to get hired. And a week went by, and I called them up and I was like, "Hey, still waiting on that package. Is it coming?" And they're like, "Yeah, be patient." So, to make a long story short, in between that time, um, I prayed to God. I was like, "Please help me, find the destination where I need to be at." And I prayed about it. And then one day I woke up and I was here. I am. Getting my license. And everybody kept on telling me, "Oh, you need to hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, set your date, for you to take your test." And it just wasn't feeling right. And then one day, it was a Tuesday, I was on my way to Bible study and it hit me. I need to take it on the 14th, which was the 14th of July. I got my license on July 31st, went through the training program with a company, and I was actually out on the ground by September the 1st.
Got you.
And then I switched companies December the 23rd with FFL. Great company. I love the people there. And I was just wanting something more. I was, telling my family, I was like, I'm always on that hamster wheel, running, 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 running. I mean, working my butt off. I've had employers tell me, "Hey, please don't go, we'll increase your salary." And I was like, "No," and then I just wanted to get off the hamster wheel. I wanted to do something for me. So I jumped off, got your class, and here I am.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah. And so, before you joined our program, how are you getting appointments and new clients?
Well, FFL has a lead system. It's called the CRM, where you can actually, go in, purchase leads. I have purchased leads from Bang Bang before, um, and different online, entities where you can purchase your leads.
Okay. And so, what was kind of your experience with using these systems? What was kind of some of the issues that you kind of see to come up that were consistently happening over and over again?
Well, on your internet leads, it's kind of like a hit or miss. The philosophy is to buy big, hoping that you'll get out of 50 leads, you'll probably get two. Set two actually good, solid people that are wanting, life insurance. So you have to buy like $1,000 a week to, maintain a 25 average appointments. And to me, when you're going through buying those leads, it is a hit or miss, because some people will have a disconnected telephone number or they'll put down the wrong address. Um, it's just, I'm like, I'm spending thousands of dollars and I'm getting wrong addresses, wrong telephone numbers, duplicate people. Something has to give. It's not right, and that's why another reason why I purchased your class,
Awesome,
because
awesome.
I felt like it was more permanent, concrete. You know, people aren't just going to put online, especially on the Facebook ads, that they're reading, because they're very personable. And, somebody is going to be touched by every single ad that is made from your class. And so I think the chances are more, like 90% versus 25%.
Gotcha. Yeah. And so, how did you kind of come across me in the first place? How did you find out about me, anyways?
Well, I was scrolling through Facebook one time and I saw one of your ads. It was a camcorder. You were walking through your house telling people if they were in insurance, related to insurance, or I can't remember the other thing that you had mentioned, but I was listening to it. You were really hyped up, full of energy, and so then I went ahead and I checked you out. I wanted to make sure that you were the right person for me, because I have had other interviews with other companies and promising the moon, and you're getting nothing in return. And I didn't want to actually get burned like most people. And so I did my due diligence, and you were the real deal. And plus, also, you had that on certain pages of your media. You had not only your business, but you also had family involved. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, this guy is really genuine. He's very sincere. Family is important to him, which that's important to me too. I want to be affiliated with people that have the same beliefs that I do, and
Gotcha.
you happen to be one of those people.
Awesome, awesome. And so, you say you did some interviews and did your due diligence. So, what was it? What was the one thing that was like, okay, I think I'm gonna work with Arturo? What was it that really stood out to you? It was like, okay, I think this is it.
Well, after checking your LinkedIn page, doing Google search on you, checking your Facebook, um, I also looked through all your videos. Every single one that was posted, I went through every single one. And then I came across Greg Jones. And I was like, oh, wait a second here. I'm going to give him a call. So I gave him a call. He had nothing. He's been in taking your class for a little over a year now. And I was like, okay, this is the person that I need to talk to. And after speaking to him, and seeing his results from what he was doing to what he's doing now today, was phenomenal. And he had nothing but good vibes and good energy and good thoughts to say about your class. So I jumped in.
Awesome,
That
awesome,
just did it.
awesome. And so, would you mind just kind of sharing a little bit of your, not just your results, but just your experience in general with the group, with myself, hopping on the calls, the training? Would you just kind of share what your experience has been like?
Yes. Well, when I first got into this, um, I s- I I spoke to Jason, and I spoke to him on the telephone. I told him, I was like, "Gosh, I don't have that much money up front. That's quite a bit." So I went ahead and told him I was going to have to do the three payments. And then my mother, she came to me and she goes, well, why didn't you communicate with me? We could take a loan out. And I was like, okay, not a problem. So then I called back and you accepted that I could go ahead and pay the full amount. So I paid the other half within one day. And then I came on board. And when I first got into the class, there's lots of knowledge. You have to start from point A to point B. I was told by Pat, go ahead and skip 2, 3, and 4 and jump to 5. Okay, so I did that. I went from 1 to 5, and it was like I was missing something. So even though I did what I was told, I went back and I did 2, 3, and then went back to 5. So then I started doing my ads. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare.
We
I
spent a lot of
had
time together
so
getting
many.
that stuff set up.
Yes, I had so many. Oh, I'm losing myself again. Here we go. Wait. Okay, here. I had so many kinks. There we are. I had so many kinks in my ad. I had two business Facebook and engines. So I deleted one, and I contacted you through the group, and the group is very, very helpful, because not only if there's so many people on there that actually know what they're doing, and these are the people that you actually want to go to for help when you need it, if you're because you're busy, you have other things to do on top of running this business. So by going into the group, putting what the problem is, and screenshotting the problem gives you fantastic results by everybody that is participating in the group, because somebody is going to actually have the answer to your problem. And that's wonderful right there. Now, sometimes it may not happen like instantaneously like you want it, but be patient. It is there. Somebody will be able to help you out. And so after trial and error, about 3 or 4 times trying to get this Facebook ad up and running, um, and time difference between Germany and myself here in Texas, it was so complicated. But I hung in there because I mean everything happens for a reason. We all want the reason right now, but we don't get it. Later on, we figure out this is why everything happened. So you came aboard and helped me out at the final end stage. And that was a Friday, it happened to be. And the time actually was 3:40 when we got through with the ad. And 2 hours later, I already had people clicking on the ad that you helped me run. I called those people, and no answer. So I called them, the next day. But the next day, I had 3 more people. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm really super pumped. And out of those 3 people, I happened to help a woman get life insurance that fit into her budget, and she was happy.
Awesome, awesome. And so, how did that make you feel when you did that? 2 days, all that work you did, but then in 2 days, right? You talked
Hmm.
to 5 people, and
Yep.
from right then, it hits you like, wait a minute, you know. So, what do you observe from that situation of now that you got this process set up?
Oh gosh, it's phenomenal. I mean, the sky is the limit. If you just follow the system, do your work, and call the people, and don't stop. I mean, just because they don't answer one day doesn't mean that they're not going to answer the next. They took the time to fill out that information. My ad touched them, or they wouldn't be filling out that ad to begin with, or filling out the information for the ad. So, and then also yesterday afternoon, I had 2 more come in, and one of them actually booked an appointment on my calendar.
By
So
themselves.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, they booked themselves
Yes,
automated, right? You didn't have to do anything.
yes, correct. And that was wonderful. When I saw that come across my screen last night, I was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I can't believe this is happening so quickly.
Yeah, that's exciting. And like you mentioned, yeah, the sky's the limit with that process. And so, Sherry, we we live in a world where people are skeptical, right? And they online, and a lot of people are kind of saying millions of things and promising the world, like you mentioned. And
Mhm.
so, agents may be looking at this and kind of on the fence and skeptical. Just from your experience, what would you say to those people that are kind of curious and on the fence and looking to kind of use a service like this?
Well, I was the first person to I'm skeptical about everything. But I am a risk taker. But I have to do my due diligence, and it's important. Do your, you know, do your homework on whatever you're getting into. And that's what I did. I called people that were in this business with you in the class. And yes, it is quite a bit of money. Not everybody has, XYZ dollars in their back pocket, but it is so well worth it. I mean, I am more educated about doing an ad now. Um, it has actually helped me, and it is actually picking up very quickly. And I am so impressed with the results. So it is worth every single cent that I put into it. And I know the more people that apply to the ad, the more success I am going to have, like other people that have joined your class as well. So I'm really looking forward to that success where I can say, hey, I'm doing 10 grand a month, like Greg Jones, or 20 grand or 30 grand. The sky is the limit. But getting back to your original question, I guess, for me to answer it, uh, yes, everybody's going to be skeptical about your class. But in the long run, it is worth every single penny. Um, $5,800 is quite a bit of money, like I said before, but it is so well worth it because what I have learned in your class from the time I joined it to now, if I would have never invested that money in my business and in myself, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I wouldn't have within one day of my ad running, I had two people apply. The second day, I had a sale. That's phenomenal. It is worth every single. And the best thing about it, I didn't even have to leave my house. I didn't have to waste gas. I didn't have to drive an hour or take a plane to fly 2 hours away. I did it in the comfort of my own home. That's worth the money I spent on your class.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, this one was definitely one I was looking forward to because I know that you and I worked pretty hard to educate and to kind of go through this process. But at the end, right, we can see that it was all worth it, and that the best is yet to come. Right.
Yes, exactly. And I'm so excited.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Sherry, thank you so much for hopping on and spending a little time with me today. And we look forward to cheering you on in the group as you continue to have success. You take care. Okay.
Thank you. You too. Have a
All right.
great day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.